Hare Krishna, by the mercy of Sri Sri Radha Madan Gopal, Sri Sri Lalita Vishakha Sakhi, Sri Sri Gaurnita, Srila Prabhupada and Sri Gurudev. I am present with a new short poem in front of you. The short poem is as follows. Teenagers require proper training and counseling, otherwise suicidal tendencies will go on increasing. Teenagers require proper training and counseling, suicidal tendencies will go on increasing. So few days ago I posted one news article on the group that suicidal rate in Canadian girls is increasing. Then I thought about that, why only Canadian girls in increasing. So I thought about that, what about the other people, those other teenagers living in the world. So actually it is found that suicidal tendencies and mental health is deteriorating throughout the world, and mostly in the teenagers. Teenagers are called as the boys and girls who age between 10 to 19. The age may vary, but it's 10 to 19 is generally considered as teenagers. So this is the age when they about to set their goals, and they have to undergo through many changes. The body goes through many changes. I will not discuss the bodily changes, but the teenagers go through mental changes. So what are the mental changes the teenagers undergoes? So first is they want independence. Every teenager wants to become independent. He wants that till now I am controlled by my parents, but now on, no should be control or no should be asking me anything about where am I going and what I am doing. So this is the first symptom that they want independence. And when they become teenagers, they get influenced by their friend circle, and because of that they actually put more faith on their friend circles than on their parents, and they spend more time with the friends than at home. And third mental change is they develop some romantic and sexual relationship with others. They either develop or they desire. So these are the some mental changes when teenagers go through these changes. So parent only notice that the bodily changes, but they doesn't notice about the mental changes. And the teen who is going through the mental changes, if their problem is not identified, they become mental patient. So I found some statistics regarding the mental health of a teenager or adolescent. So according to 2019 data, it is said that 1 in 7 adolescent experiences mental disorder globally. So 1 in 7 is affected by mental disorders, and it is among an estimated 166 million adolescents are affected globally, out of which 89 millions are boys and 77 millions are girls. So this is the mental data or statistics about the adolescent boys and girls. There 1 in 7 is mentally affected or have some mental disorder. What about India? India is the largest number of adolescents globally, comprising of the fifth of its population, means 243 million 243 million adolescents are living in India, out of which 7% are mentally not well, means it's 1 crore 70 lakh adolescent boys and girls require some mental prescription, or they should be taken care of. So this is the so huge number. 1 crore young people require mental treatment or mental support, emotional support. So this is quite alarming situation for the globe and for the India also. So what are the reasons that their mental health get deteriorated or uh, disorders comes? First is increased stress, fear and anxiety. Second is parental depression. When parents are depressed, such depression comes, our child also develop depression. Negative family environment. So when parents are fighting or there is fighting in the house, so this negative environment also affect the adolescent. Child mistreatment or abuse by parents, this is the one of the cause. Then family conflicts, loss of school, sport, any spiritual institute and community routine. Next, loss of supportive relationship with friends, extended family members and mentors. And too much use of social media is also one of the cause. Then next is habits. The habits, because of bad habits, the adolescent may later on develop some mental diseases and lack of some spiritual practice. Because of this, the adolescent population is becoming more and more mentally disoriented. And we see in every house when there are some adolescent boys and girls, we hear that there is fight between parents and the boy and the girl because they are not understanding. There is a generation gap. Nobody, the child or adolescent is thinking that parents are not understanding me, and parents assume that he should follow the rules, he should study, and he should get good marks. And parents are always in a comparative mood or competitive mood, comparison. They always compare their child with the other neighbor's child. So that's why the relationship becomes very, very bitter. And if no one is supporting, no one is appreciating, no one is giving time, the parents should give time. When child become adolescent, he becomes a teenager, parents should ask, take care, appreciate, encourage and set goal for them. If parents are not doing this, then the child or the teenager becomes depressed and he thinks that no one is caring, no one is taking care of my need and wants. And that's why they become socially distracted, or they become aloof from any social interaction. They even don't take part in family gathering also. And because of that loneliness, depression occurs, and because of depression they may commit suicide or do something harm. So that's why it is very necessary that parents should take care the their feelings, their moods. They should take care of their dreams also. So what are the types of mental illness in teens? There are three basic main types. First is generalized anxiety, which include excessive worries about everyday matters. So this is the first type. Second is social phobias, several feelings of severe feelings of self-consciousness and insecurity in social settings. And third type is depression, persistent feeling of sadness, anxiety and or emptiness. So these feelings are all negative feelings. So parents should check that what are the feelings do my child have. So teenagers, when one becomes teenagers, they have full energy but they don't have any guidance for their energy. They cannot channelize their energy in a proper way. Some wrong things happens, and because of feeling excessive guiltiness, that excessive guiltiness leads to depression and then they commit suicide. So what is the how we can save our teenage friends. So we have to use the Chanakya Pandit's formula for this. What Chanakya Pandit says: लालयत पंचवर्षाणि ताड़यत दशवर्षाणि प्राप्ते संप्राप्ते षोडशवर्षे पुत्र मित्र समाचरेत्. लालयत पंचवर्षाणि 10 वर्षाणि ताड़यत प्राप्ते षोडशे वर्षे putram mitra samacharet. Means at till the age of 5 we should pamper the child, and when he reaches the at the adolescent age we should give some good instructions and make them aware about the bad habits, good people, bad people, like that. And after the 16 child, we should behave with our children like friend. So this is the formula given by Chanakya Pandit. And most of the things what happen, we do tadayan, we generally become aggressive when our child do something wrong, and we don't behave like a friend, and they don't open up in front of the parents. They open up their hearts to somebody else outside of the family, and if the person, if he is having some ill intention, he will use our children for his purpose, or they may cheat also. So it is very good after 16 if parents become friend of their children. That's why Chanakya Pandit's formula is best formula. If not, then our child may commit, or adolescent or teenager may commit some bad things, or he may commit suicide also. So becoming friend, and then when they commit some wrong thing or commit mistake, then we have to explain them by love. Don't chastisement. After that, don't beat them, don't speak harsh words, don't speak such a word that he may feel some bad, or he may feel depressed, or he may feel that my parents are harassing me too much. So this is not good to have good relationship with some teenager. And then communication, keep good communication with your teenage child. Without good communication, they will not open up, they will not come to you what they are feeling, what they want to do. They will not share anything, and they remain aloof, they remain at a distance from parents, and they may go in depression, loneliness, emptiness, and so many different types of mental diseases. If the child is already a mental patient, he has depression and other mental diseases, you have to consult to a doctor and take proper medication also, and also give him proper counseling. There may be professional counselors, or there may be some spiritual guide, teacher. They can help these people, those who are in depression. So adolescent, everyone has gone through, somebody's are going through, somebody will go through the adolescent stage, the teenage stage. So is problem that if family is not facing, the society is facing, the nation is facing, and the world is facing, because we are losing the young power to build up the nation, to build up the world. So we have to take care of these teenagers, we have to encourage them, we have to support them, we have to give time. Because of city structure, both husband and wife has to go for job, then all these teenagers, they don't have proper guide, they don't get proper time of their parents, and they become a bad child, and they have developed some bad habits also, because of not getting proper attention and care from the child. So every parent should give proper time, care, and maintain a proper communication with the teenage children, so that they can blossom properly and work good for themselves, work They will give some contribution to build up the family, society, nation, and world. So proper counseling is needed, and training regarding training, train them to practice some daily spiritual sadhana, meditation, chanting of japa, visiting temples. So by doing these activities, they will have positivity in their life. They will have courage to face any problem, stress, pressure. So they will not commit any suicide in their life, or they will not have any suicidal thoughts in their mind. So connect them to the proper spiritual source and train them how to practice a spiritual or how to practice a sadhana, meditation, chanting japa, reading books, and other things. So these things will help to protect our teenagers from committing suicide. Thank you very much. We will meet tomorrow with new short poem. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Radha Madan Gopal ki jai. Hare Krishna.